Have you guys also been struggling with your fantasy league teams? Not only did Aaron Rodgers get injured, but my Minotaur and my Orc also just have not been performing recently. What's going on, YouTube? So today, got an exciting video for you. We have the most exciting change coming in Update 40 that I wanted to talk to you about today, and my cat has decided that she is also going to join us in this exciting video concept. Bit of a preamble, although you probably read the title and thumbnail, unless you're here because you're waking up in a cold sweat. You're like, oh, I left my YouTube on. Assuming you clicked on the video, you know what we're talking about. But if you don't, we're going to be talking about the quest changes coming in Update 40. I'm very passionate about the quest update for a couple reasons. I have done every single side quest in the Elder Scrolls Online. Every single main quest, daily quest, side quest, event quest, writ quest, done them all. And I've noticed that there's a lot of really good writing, there's a lot of really good storytelling, world building, lore, and you probably are thinking, wow, as a content creator, you must tell people to go out and do these quests often. No, there's been no reason to do these quests because the rewards are the lore, the world building, and so on and so on. But now we have a change to that. So this is Update 40 coming in October for PC near the end, and then at about the beginning, middle of November for console. And a lot of things that are still obviously privy to change. This is really brand new on PTS, but this is exciting. And this is probably something that's going to stay the same. I don't see them rebalancing this because this is like a whole section. So, if you were to take a shot of alcohol right now for every single viewer who watches this video and does daily Fighters Guild and Mages Guild quests, you'd be completely sober. Because unless you're farming a lead, there's really no reason to do so. So, the rewards provided for the daily quest, not pledges. So this is the undaunted guy that's just like, hey, can you like go over to this little delve and just pick up some things for me? And then they say, even if you can call the undaunted a guild and not a motley collection of insane fools. I always enjoy a little humor thrown in here. But this is the primary focus is I think his name's like Balgrod. You got your Mages Guild and Fighters Guild dailies. If you did not know, they do have daily quests. You pick them up from your city capital. Only reason you would generally do so is if you're farming specific leads, most notably the Sea Serpent chain comes from the Mages Guild. So, there's literally been no reason to do so. But here we have some key new things. So now, when you farm these quests, you're going to be able to get companion gear. Companion gear is always going to sell well. Why? Because the Elder Scrolls Online is a completionist game, and there's a lot of wealthy people out there who want to decorate and customize not only their character, but also a companion character. Companion characters requires very specific traits and gear builds that you can get through companion gear drops that can make you very rich. Companion gear will always sell well. They're always going to continue to slowly add more companions into the game, and people are going to want to 100% complete them and decorate them like little Barbie dolls. Just trust me. Overland set gear from the zone to which the quest takes you. So if you say you pick up the old Fighters Guild daily, they'll be like, oh my gosh, can you go break these dolems in this one zone? Go to Rivenspire, and then you have the ability to get Rivenspire-esque drops from that. You also have a chance to get ornate gear, which is good if you just sell stuff. Gold with an exclamation point. I like this because I would love for questing to be a viable gold-making strategy. And that's really what I want to see more than anything else in this game, because you can do a lot of quests. Been no reason to do so. Deconstructible equipment. This is very interesting. And this is something that I think could potentially be, I don't want to say exploited because that makes it sound like a little dirty word here, but could potentially be finagled, that's a much better word to use, to profit. So this prioritizes a trait you do not have researched yet, or intrinsic if you already researched all the traits for that item. This does not include Nernhold. So my mind immediately went to, when I was reading the sentence, oh my gosh, if you just learned all the traits on a specific character, then you could just basically farm Nernhold, essentially. Learn them all except that one, and then you could just sell pre-crafted Nernhold traits. Unfortunately, it does not work that way. And you can see jewelry only drops robust, arcane, or healthy traits. Now, could you use this as some pseudo gold-making thing? Yes. You can still sell researchable impen, or you could sell researchable divines. Is that going to be profitable? Not really. Unfortunately, it's not as finaglable as I had originally wished. You also get random crafting materials. Guild commendations. Are guild commendations cool? Yes. Just never buy them with event tickets, or I'm going to slap you with a pool noodle. I think buy anything else with your event tickets. And a chance for the Draugr motive style with an exceedingly tiny chance at a whole motive book. And then drops from the Fighters Guild, prioritize heavy gear, axes, maces, yada yada. Mages Guild, light armor, staffs, undaunted, medium, just because that's the last armor type that I haven't gone over. So here is the current testing for quests and gold rewards. And this is where I get excited because this is awesome. Now, everything is subject to change. It's on PTS. I haven't even gone in and been able to experiment yet with what the specific rewards will be, but this is the general overview that I am just absolutely chuffed for. In an effort to standardize SP and gold rewards for quests based on their categories, a mass audit was conducted across all quests in the game. The categories get a little fiddly, and exactly how much XP and gold you get is based on your character level, so that's important. But the general breakdown of what kind of quests, what kind of rewards are as follows. So the maximum amount of quest rewards that you can get is through your zone stories, main stories, prologue, battlegrounds, and trial quests. And for those of you who need a quick refresher as to what is a zone story quest, I shall show you. The symbol at the top left corner here that says 7 out of 7, that is the symbol for the main story quests in the zone story area. Other main story quests are your, you and the harborage going, hey, my leg ball, it'd be really cool if you didn't invade our realm. Next, you have the category for high gold and XP reward. Most objective point of interest quests, incursion quests, that's it, dragons are the example, world boss dailies, dungeon quests, dungeon pledges, public dungeon quests. So these are all great. Love that. I think that especially farming world boss daily quests will be, I hope it's very profitable to do, truthfully, just speaking out loud, because there are so many times where every zone is more profitable to farm than another, right? Because every zone has different loot pools, and because of that, every zone is therefore worth differing amounts of money to farm. So people who might want to farm one zone might not get a whole lot of help farming world boss dailies because nobody is farming that zone, because to a lot of people and the economy right now in ESO, it can be worthless, or at least significantly worth less for those who want to farm other things. So that's where I'm hoping that this can kind of draw more people into that. So standard gold and XP rewards, that's your miscellaneous zone content quest. Think like all the rest of the daily quests, not daily quests, excuse me, the little side quests or Rooskies out there. That's where your Fighters, Mages Guild, and Undaunted daily quests come from, as well as the Delve daily quest. Keep in mind, though, that they are increasing the other rewards from what we saw above for some of those quests. Low XP rewards, event quests. Why? Event quests have always given good rewards. They're not going to boost those because they're already pretty great. Minimal possible gold and XP rewards, trivial and vector quests, the kind that exist only to direct you from one point to another. So that's like where you read a sign and then you walk 50 feet and you're like, hey, this is where we were taking you to. And you're like, oh, all right, thank you. Minimum possible XP, maximum possible gold, basic crafting writs, and then maximum possible XP, standard gold, master crafting writs, and then Cyrodiil quests were left alone. Cyrodiil quests have always had pretty decent rewards. But let's talk about the daily crafting writs, as you can get a lot of gold by doing your daily writs on all your characters. You can farm a significant portion of money just by doing them. So I'm curious as to how they're going to tweak that, because I also feel like crafting writs are not something that takes a whole lot of time to do. And I'm definitely going to be experimenting with this on PTS, because what I would love to make a video on, and I hope that we get to a point where this is feasible, is quests that you can do every day, or quests that you can do on new characters to just make gold, because there's a lot of people who don't want to partake in the ESO economy. It's confusing. It's very tricky. I understand why it's set up the way that it is. It's actually set up to fight inflation. It's a whole separate video topic. I promise I won't get into it in the economics lesson. But it's very decentralized, and that causes problems that people want to make gold quickly. It takes time. There's a lot of complication to it. It requires almost like a PhD in economics, and listing and whatnot. So I get all those things. So I would love for the ability for players to be able to just go out, do quests, and make money. And I think that that is what we're geared towards, which is great because there's so many good quests with good writing. It shocked me how often I was engaged in these side quests that I was just doing that were from the base game. Like, you can tell that there was a lot of love put into these side quests when they were created. And unfortunately, the people who made the side quests were not the same people that then made the side quest rewards. Because it felt like the quests, like even they were mentioning here, the vector and the trivial quests where you just walk 50 feet, the rewards were pretty much the same as if you spent 20 minutes, going to another realm to, save a dude who fell in through a portal of oblivion. You pulled him out, or you got sucked into a painting, like there are so many cool things that happened, or you see Shia Gorath, turn into a kitten and you distract him with a ball of yarn. Like, there was just so many weird moments that I could pull from and tell you, and being like, yeah, there was some really cool moments in the Elder Scrolls Online quests. I hope that we are able to turn that into a new farming method, and I will be the first one to be there to do it. Mark my words. So that is actually going to kind of wrap up the old video, though. I'm very excited about Update 40. Do you guys want like a total breakdown of all this stuff at once? Because there's just so much here. I feel like it's easier to almost piecemeal it that way. It's like, if you want to hear about the jewelry crafting, you can, because you can see that there's just so much stuff here, and I want to make sure that I am accurately breaking it down and giving it enough credit that it deserves. So I think tomorrow we're going to talk about the Gates of Oblivion celebrate. Oh, tomorrow's Friday. I'm a goofy goober. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the Golden Vendor. Saturday, which is not tomorrow because today's Thursday, granted it is 11 p.m., that'll be the Golden Vendor. Saturday will be the Gates of Oblivion. But if you see something else on here, you're like, Jake, can you please cover the new Tales of Tribute patron deck? I'm kidding. Please don't kill me in the comments and dislike this video. But if you see stuff on here that you want me to cover, I'm more than willing to cover any of it. Definitely we'll talk about the Gates of Oblivion next. Obviously, Endless Archive is going to get a dedicated video here soon, too. So very excited to go over that. Obviously, we're still doing our 3 giveaway drawings. We got all you have to do to enter. 1 random like will be pulled, 1 random subscriber, and then a random word be flashed upon the screen throughout the month. It's my way to get back to you guys for watching my videos as soon as they come out. So you comment that word first, you win. It'll be on 1 random video. I want to thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jake Clips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.
Just wanted to give like a random brief update that I wanted to give a quick kind of summary of how like YouTube comments work. So they always put them in newest to oldest. I try to go through all of them, but just so you guys are kind of like up to speed on how I kind of do them is I usually will respond to the most recent ones because they pop up first, and then I try to like leave the ones with questions to do them all at once also, and then I'm trying to like crank through and make sure I read and respond to every comment possible. So just wanted to let you guys know if you're like, oh, I haven't seen a response on so-and-so comment, or if you like posted one a week ago and you posted one yesterday, and the one yesterday got a response, but not the one a week ago. That could also be why, too. Sometimes 2 questions require a little bit more research, so that could sometimes be a reason as well. So just wanted to kind of put that out there for you guys because I do want to make sure that I respond to any and all comments that you guys leave, especially those with questions.